Give it 9 weeks. Usually I feel like if you're like me, a sexy Asian, you will What's up, guys? Welcome back to another exciting episode of AM Training. Now, exciting is a word that I might use a little loosely, and I feel like this week might be not as exciting because it's kind of a deload week. It's not your typical deload week because there is AMRAPs. You pretty much AMRAP your sets, your last set, in the tier 1 exercise, and then tier 2 and 3 exercises you pretty much get rid of because you don't need that volume right before you're gonna test. Looking at the program, it's really cool to look back at your progress because the way that he structures it, week 2 and week 5 I believe are both 90% and also AMRAPing the last set. And so with you, when I look back into my numbers, week 2 I pretty much had I had to squat 410 for pretty much a total of 12 sets, a total of 12 reps with AMRAPing the last set. So with that, I believe I got 6 reps on the last set, and then week 5 I got 8 reps, and then this week I thought I got 11, but apparently I can't do math when I'm underneath the bar and really fatigued, so I miscounted and I got 10, which I thought I got 11, but what are you gonna do? Bing! Asian can't do math. Anyways, with that, you can pretty much see that there's progress. So I probably had one in the tank, but to be honest, I maybe kind of saved it. I didn't want my form to break down. I think form was pretty good throughout the whole 10 reps there. So yeah, looking at the progress, week 2, 6 reps for 410, week 5, 8 reps for 410, and then you just saw yesterday, I just pretty much I'm lost for words. I felt so good. So go ahead and stay tuned for the rest of the week where I'm AMRAPing with slingshot for tomorrow and also deadlift, which I think for this whole cycle I'm pretty excited with the deadlift because everything's been feeling on fleek. Alright guys, so that was week 11, and man, it is feeling good, especially deadlifts. As you saw, it didn't feel good at the time because I felt like I was gonna faint, but that's a 10 rep PR. 500 pounds for 10 reps, that's feeling pretty good compared to, like I said, what's cool about week 11 is that you could kind of compare it to weeks 2 and week 5. Week 2 I got 6 deadlifts, and then week 5 I got 8 deadlifts, and then those were all touch and go, so, or semi-touch and pause on the floor kind of go. Really didn't reset, really trying to feel that tension and get better from there. If you've been following me along on this wonderful Rippler journey, you'll know that I am a fan of not resetting all the way, at least for this particular cycle. Like I said, it just kind of helps me get that form in, as in finding the right and optimal position, and I think that's what really helped me get used to it. And now the translation over to singles, I think feels pretty good. I think the singles felt really breezing through. So a lot of you guys asked me to do a tutorial on Hookgrip, and I'm probably gonna go ahead and do the tutorial right here, just because I don't have time to make separate videos. I'm already behind. I mean, if you guys asked me to make this Hookgrip video, if you guys are now listening to this, that's probably maybe 6 weeks ago you asked me. So let's go ahead and go into Hookgrip. So Hookgrip, I've been doing it for pretty much a year. I believe my first Hookgrip was a year ago, 2016 June, I want to say 12th. June 12th. It's on my Instagram. Basically, I couldn't hold on to 530 with mixed grip. So I was like, you know what, fuck this, I'm gonna do Hookgrip. So then, so what was I saying with that? Oh yeah, so the reason why I say I've been doing it for a year is because it kind of gives you a an idea of my expertise, if you want to call it that. So I'm not by all means any Hookgrip master, although I am a Hookgrip master race. Bing. But I would say that the important thing is, after 9 weeks for me, it pretty much got better. It hurt like hell. I really wanted to quit after 4 or 5 weeks of it, but I did every top set with Hookgrip, and I never gave up on it. I really wanted to, because it was really pretty much getting numbness and everything. I even went to my coworker, who's an occupational therapist and does a lot of hand therapy. So hand therapy, I feel like there's a giggity in there. But anyways, he basically said that the numbness, it's called neuroproxia, which is pretty much just you're smashing the crap out of your nerve and you're gonna get numbness. And he said that it's temporary. Just pretty much by the time you stop doing Hookgrip, it'll come back. And I did take a break from heavy deadlifting, and it did come back, and yeah, it's been pretty good. So that was one of the things I wanted to say, is that yeah, give it 9 weeks. Usually I feel like if you're like me, a sexy Asian, you will definitely feel better after the 9 weeks, and it'll start to feel normal. The second thing I want to say is, important thing is to really take the slack out of your Hookgrip. What I mean by that is not only the slack out of the bar, so that's just getting the tension out, that's completely different. What I mean by taking out the slack out of your grip is that the bar will actually sit lower in your hand. So initially when you grip the bar, it's going to be kind of your hand is all balled up, but by the time you take out the slack, it's a little bit more straighter, with it's kind of sitting on the fleshy part of your thumb. So in the beginning, when I was a noob to Hookgrip, I kind of tried to hook my whole goddamn thumb over it, and that was a mistake for me, because that's probably why I had a lot of numbness, is that it was sitting on the less fleshy part of my thumb and on that nerve part, and basically you're just smashing the crap out of that part, and that part, it's not much there's not much skin or not much flesh to really take the brunt of it. So when you take that slack out of the bar, you're really kind of moving the bar into that fleshy part of the thumb, which I feel like can handle a little bit more. Yes, there's going to be internal bleeding. I still get internal bleeding and my thumbs are pretty much jacked up. What's cool about that is that you feel like the pull is easier, because not only are you pulling slightly higher, because it's almost like 1 inch less range of motion because you're higher. It feels like if you ever pulled with straps, how you're feeling a little bit higher during the pull, so you're in a better position. It's almost like you're pulling off of blocks, or a 1 inch block. Yeah, that is going to help out. And like I said, I think that is the key. Hook grip. A lot of people say to kind of do this little, I think Izzy said that he wanted to point the bar, instead of hooking around, he points kind of toward the weights, so out, so you have kind of like a weird thumb thing, but my thumb can't do that. If it really just hooks right around rather than sliding through. I mean, I can see how that would help if you get used to it, but I mean, it doesn't feel right to me, especially maybe, I mean, he has smaller hands than me. I'm not sure. He seems a little on the stumpier side. I want to say stumpier side. That's a little rude, but he is a lifting man, so he does have smaller hands than me. I'm really digressing, but key takeaway is do it for more than 9 weeks. Pull the slack out of your grip, because that will do 3 things. It'll make the bar sit down lower, which will make you feel higher, plus it'll be on the flesh of your thumb, and I think that will be it. We'll go ahead and end the video off there. Make sure you stay tuned for next video, because next video I'm maxing out on every goddamn thing. So train hard, train smart, and give this video a like with your bloody thumbs.